So I wanted to do a video today about trade-offs and what it means to get optimal results versus poor results versus no results or just good results. So as you imagine, I get a lot of questions and I've noticed a common theme between these questions. What it seems is that people are under the assumption that you can get the optimal results in exchange for minimal effort. Maybe this is a millennial thing. I've noticed it mostly, I'm 33. I've noticed it in the generation one step younger than me seems to be under this impression. Now, while it may seem that, the exercise methods I provide may seem minimal effort, they are not minimal effort. They are optimum efficiency, okay, which results in far less time commitment. But this may have given people the impression that you can almost get something in exchange for nothing. But you cannot, okay? Questions often look like this. Hey man, just starting working out again after 15 years. I was in and out of the gym in college, and I got a job, got busy, had kids. Now I'm ready to get back into it. What are 3 exercises I can do at home with no equipment once a week to get shredded? Literally, there are questions along those lines. Okay. Now, you know, that would be an individual kind of more in, my demographic, millennial or whatever. But similar questions between, multiple age groups, mostly in the generation one step below mine. And I'm not really sure, and I think this might come from we've become very conditioned to get things instantly and with very little effort involved. Right now I'm sitting on my porch, right? I can't tell you how many times myself or my girlfriend and I are sitting right here. We think of something that we need for the house. We go on Amazon, click, it's here before we get up the next morning. And this created a problem because now people are under the impression that you can get something very fast of high quality with almost no effort involved. Now, what I provide in terms of my exercise approach requires way more effort per exercise, per workout, than anything you're ever going to do, but with a far lower time commitment. And this may give people the impression that there might be something that requires even less time commitment. But you guys need to be very aware of this easy concept. You cannot get optimal results with minimal effort or minimal sacrifice or minimal trade off. You are going to give something in order to get something. Now, is it true that you can get great results training with the right exercise approach with just 2 workouts a week? Not really paying too much attention to your diet. The answer is yes. You can get pretty good results. But I think when people think of pretty good results, I think there might be a disconnect between what pretty good results actually are and what people think they are. Okay. Can you get jacked, ripped, shredded doing that? The answer is no. If you want to get the optimal physique that your body is capable of, that your genetics are capable of, you are going to need to put in optimal effort, maximum effort. Now, does this mean going to the gym 6 or 7 days a week and walking around in circles like most people do? No. We can find a way how to do this extremely efficiently. That is what my coaching is about. If you're interested, there's a link down there. But it does mean that you are going to need to learn how to push your body harder than you've ever pushed before. And the trade-off for that discomfort, pushing your body harder than harder than you even know how to, the trade-off is going to be less time commitment. But there's still a trade-off there. So it seems people are under the impression that I can prescribe, or somebody has some kind of 3 exercise workout that you can perform for 5 minutes once a week and look like me or look like some kind of fitness model. No, it's not going to happen. Especially if you've never worked out with weights or resistance before. B, if you were just starting to do it again after a long layoff. Or C, you have just awful genetics, which not many people have awful genetics. Most people have very average genetics, which they probably consider awful, but they're very normal. But the thing is, you are not going to get these lofty goals of yours with 3 exercises that you can do at home with no equipment once a week. Okay? A lot of times people they'll send me a question or whatever. What can I do to get shredded, or what can I do to get jacked at home because I don't want to go to the gym? Like, here's the thing, guys. In many cases, the only trade-off that you need to make is going to the gym. Listen, I live in North Tampa in a big golf neighborhood, pretty quiet. I could still throw a rock in any direction to hit a Planet Fitness. And the more guys I speak to, the more I realize there are Planet Fitnesses almost within walking distances of where most people live. So if you're not willing to make the trade-off to just go to the gym, it can be Planet Fitness, it can be a YMCA, it can be anything. If you're approaching your fitness journey and you're not willing to even go to the gym, you've already lost. It's over. Okay. While there are methods you can do at home and get in very good shape, the gym is a higher efficiency approach. They have machines there, and the purpose of the machines is to help you generate a deep level of muscle fatigue quickly and safely if you're using the machines correctly. Now, if you're training at home and you got nothing but a power rack or a set of adjustable dumbbells, yes, you can make something work out, but you're losing efficiency there. You're losing effectiveness. Will it work? Yes. Will it get you your optimum potential? Probably not. So think about what you want. If you want just to be healthy, improve cardiovascular fitness, improve metabolic efficiency, bone mass, things like that, you could probably get away with something very, very basic and pretty darn infrequently. But most of my following, I don't think you want that. I think you want to turn into Mega Chad. And a handful of exercises once a week for most people, unless properly instructed, is not going to do it. You're on your own, remember. You're training on your own. The accountability is on you. Unless you join my coaching, then, I make sure you do what you're supposed to do. But there's going to be some sacrifices that need to be made. Another one, in the first sacrifice, is you're going to have to go to a gym. Doesn't matter which gym. but you're going to have to go. If you're under the impression that you're going to be able to become Mega Chad without going to the gym and using a fucking jump rope at home, it's over. Sacrifice number 2, you're going to have to pay attention to your diet. Now, does it mean micromanaging your diet? No. Does it mean chicken and rice every day? Of course not. That's bodybuilding folklore. It's bodybuilding stereotyping is what it is. But does it mean cooking your food at home? Yes. Does it mean planning your meals? Yes. Does it mean avoiding calorie-dense, nutrient-deficient foods like pizza and donuts, sausage McMuffins, in order to get the most nutrition and bang for your buck in terms of protein versus calories? Yes. Does this require a little bit more time than what most people are used to in terms of shopping and preparation? Yes. But you need to be under the impression it's only a little bit, or you need to be under the understanding it's only a little bit more time when it comes to food preparation, planning, grocery shopping. It's not like you have to turn your whole life upside down to get in good shape. But you do have to make some changes in your behavior, which are sometimes inconvenient, sometimes not very comfortable, sometimes annoying. Cooking, prepping your meals is annoying. I admit it. But these are very small things that have to be done to realize your optimal potential. I know everybody wants everything faster. Everybody wants everything easier. Now, what I'm teaching you guys is pretty much the fastest, the least time consuming possible. Now, we can't trim any more fat off of a high intensity training approach that's already trimmed off. It's as lean as it can get, for lack of a better metaphor. There's very little you can remove from it and have it still, get worthy results. But it will work. But to believe that you are going to get shredded without exchanging any time, any effort, any discipline is insane. Now, also keep in mind, a lot of people view the dedication to the gym, eating correctly. I'm not even going to call it dieting. It's just eating correctly. Putting thought into your meals, not just, there's a Kroger truck driving down the road right now that delivers like free frozen meals. Like, not eating like that. Like, look at this. These people won't even go shopping. There's a grocery store 1/2 a mile down the street. You can walk there. These people won't even go grocery shopping. It's insane. But if you want optimal results, you need to put in optimal effort. Not necessarily waste time, but optimal effort, of course. And the thing is, you should do it. You absolutely should do it. And because a lot of people have this perception of the journey of adhering to proper eating, sticking to a relatively consistent workout program. They perceive this as a struggle. They perceive this as an annoyance or an inconvenience. But you could actually just perceive it as a good lesson, Like a lot of people really do lack discipline. And a lot of the times people are not where they are in life is because of this. I remember talking to my uncle a few years ago. He was our Pop Warner football coach. So I think I was about 8 years old, maybe 8 or 9. The first year I played, tackle football, and we lost every single game. We got our asses kicked. My uncle watched me play. He got pissed off. He knew how to coach. He had been coaching high school football before then. stepped in, took over our Pop Warner team. The next year, we went undefeated and won the championship. And the next year, and the next year. A few years ago, I was sitting on the couch with my uncle, just having a beer, talking to him. And I asked him about this. I was like, why were you such a good coach and the other guys were such clowns? And he said, well, you see, life's all about discipline. That's all he said. And then I look back, I'm like, you're right. What did he do differently? He disciplined us. He made sure we were doing what we were supposed to do. If we didn't, there were repercussions for that. We learned discipline at 10 years old. And it had such a profound effect on us as kids that we whooped every team's ass badly. Like I'm saying, about like 6, 7 touchdowns. It was ugly. That's how much. Same players. Same plays, really. Discipline. So I think that by adhering to some kind of fitness journey and just sticking to it, you will develop discipline. And that discipline will carry over to other things in life and improve other areas of life. So don't look at the journey like it's an inconvenience. Don't look at meal prepping, training, keeping track of things that you need to keep track of, like having good sleep, not drinking alcohol all the time. Don't look at these as struggles. Look at them as a way to learn and develop the habit of discipline. And then once you develop this habit of discipline, when you get in shape, you're going to stay in shape. And I promise you, this discipline will carry over to other aspects of life, and you will find other areas improving tremendously from this. So trying to get something from nothing is the wrong approach. Finding the easy way out, the cheap way out, the path of least resistance, that's the wrong approach. Because you're not going to learn anything from that. And this is why I think everybody should exercise. Everybody should do what's required to get the most out of their physical appearance, their physical capacity. Because not only are those things going to pay dividends down the road in other areas of life, the process of getting them is going to teach lessons and habits that will also pay dividends throughout the rest of your life. That's it for today, guys. Just a couple of thoughts I had ruminating in my head. Wanted to get that out there. Hopefully it could help some of you guys put things into perspective. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell. When I do more laid back videos off the cusp, just like this. See you next time.